Quinterly, 6 to shoot, fading away, and dropping it in. Here's Clark, being hawked by Isaiah James. Clark, sidestepping three, is good!
Front courts. Clark shaking off Sheldon, hits a deep two.
Clark, another long three.
7 points, 2 assists. Here's Clark. Bounces, Boston takes, and drops it in.
The arena is buzzing. Caitlin Clark hasn't even touched the ball yet, and the defense already looks uneasy. She brings it up herself near half court, eyes scanning the floor, reading every gap before the play even starts.
Clark hangs and finishes.
They average 11 offensive rebounds a game, one of the best in the league.
Clark frees up Boston for 2 more. Part of the challenge that Dallas has had all year. Clark catch and shoot and knocks down her second three.
Clark probing, dishing, gets it back, thought about the three, gives it up, Boston lays it in.
Clark off the screen. Clark launches, hits a three.
Handoff off the screen, mid-range jumper.
But Clark right back to Boston, who got inside position on McCowan, and Clark finds her.
They like running her off this Iverson cut. Into a ball screen.
Clark, yes!
She slows the dribble, watches, and snaps into a crossover so sharp the defender can't recover. One step back is all the space she needs. Clark rises from way beyond the arc and lets it fly. Bottom of the net. The crowd erupts, and she's just getting started.
Only shooting 67% from three.
Clark on a step back, buries a three. A needed bucket there to stop the bleeding for Dallas. Indiana had gone up 5, and they're back up 5 here with Boston.
Here's Boston turning the corner, dishing to Hull, extra feed Clark, a deep three, you bet!
Mitchell off the screen, shot fakes, lobs it back for Boston. Boston back for Mitchell, you bet!
Astier falls to the floor. Some really close defense against Clark. Clark sheds it, puts it off the wing.
In the quarter court, Boston's hit her a few more times.
Mitchell a deep two here and starts the third quarter hot.
All the hours that she's spent perfecting her craft.
Retreating, firing and hitting.
So she can do that.
The defense panics and sends a double team, trying to rip the ball out of her hands. Bad idea. Clark slips through the trap, drives into the lane, and pulls defenders from every direction. At the perfect moment, she threads a bounce pass through traffic for an easy score. Seconds later, she does it again, a cross-court dime that catches the defense completely off guard. This isn't just scoring. This is a masterclass in court vision.
Sheldon hits the deck, no whistle either way. Dante's corner three, knocks it down. The way out of that backcourt. Clark, Boston screen, fire away, hits a three. Circling around, looking for help. Shot clock down to 4. She finds it in the form of Clark, and her bank shot stays down.
Actually brought up stats from a shooting slump Steph Curry went through. She said that made her feel a lot better. That pass will as well. Wheeler, Clark launches, hits a three.
And here is Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever here. First possession from Indianapolis as Mitchell gets inside and lays it in. Clark trying to shake Howard. Clark steps back and knocks it down.
Double teamed again and again, it doesn't matter. Clark splits 3 defenders with pure handles, drives, and dishes a perfect bounce pass for another easy bucket. A few possessions later, she whips a one-handed cross-court pass to the corner open 3, splash. The defense adjusts every single time. Clark punishes every single adjustment.
Mitchell, the fastest in the W. Clark, 2 for 2. From outside the arc, here's Caitlin Clark. Clark has got 5 3-pointers here tonight. Dantes will shoot the 3.
In Indiana's 20-point win over Portland.
Caitlin Clark naturally changes the space on the floor, Pat. You have to come.
There's Clark working on Van Loo. Oh, Clark, pretty step back, hits a 3. Indiana has numbers here. Clark looks to take advantage. Clark launches and hits a 3. Kind of Marquette's. It's second rounder who's really found a spot in the WNBA. It's Clark just weaving her way inside through.
Batted a lot, bodies on the floor. Clark 1-on-3 trying to split the defense, goes into traffic.
Splash. The building comes alive. This is where her basketball IQ takes over, controlling tempo, talking to teammates, always finding the best shot on the floor. A screen to create space. A drive to collapse the defense. An extra pass to the open man. Every decision keeps the offense one step ahead, forcing defenders to react instead of dictate.
Second chance opportunity. Clark fire away and knocks down a three.
Fever looking for numbers. Clark to Wallace. Back to Clark. Shovel pass busted.
Clark had 8 before leaving with the ankle injury. Mitchell shifting, dancing and laying. What a move from Kelsey Mitchell.
First time that Indiana has doubled and or dug inside and got a turnover.
Clark fire ahead. Dantes one-on-one. Clark over Horston. Hits a three.
Competition. Mitchell. Cunningham and
Now watch the range. One possession she's finishing through contact at the rim. The next, she's pulling up from 5 feet behind the three-point line like it's nothing. Late in the game, score tight, pressure at its highest. This is exactly when Clark wants the ball. One hesitation. One crossover. Just enough space. She rises and buries it. Game control, delivered in the clutch. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment from the brightest star in basketball. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.